Hello, Tom Kosnick, founding partner with Devices Group, here with Matt Lyon, Corporate Development Officer and CFO of Talent Launch. Matt, welcome.
Thank you, Tom. Great to be with you again.
Tell us about Talent Launch.
So, Talent Launch is a network of independently operated staffing and recruiting firms across the country. We have a nationwide footprint. And what Talent Launch does is to provide resources to help all of these independently operating companies grow and exceed their goals and objectives.
Great, good stuff. Matt, you and we had a conversation about revenue growth, and you asked the question at our CFO roundtable, what percentage of your revenue growth is based on wage inflation and what percentage is true organic growth? What a fantastic question. Just tell us about that question and the mantra that you're uh, uh, going forward with your company's leaders.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the opportunity to speak on that because it's been something I've been focusing on for a couple years as we've grown through the pandemic. Sales dropped during the pandemic, and later in 20 and 21 they start to come back, and then we all met with no talent out there, and so sourcing talent became hard, and that raised the wage rates that we all had to sell to our customers to get talent in. So our product is wages, and the cost of our product is wages, and our revenue is a derivative of those wages. And so what I started noticing was revenues going up, but the market share, the talent we paid, and the hours we paid, in some cases are going up, some cases are not going up. So, that brought us back to the focus on we're getting a lot of revenue growth from this wage inflation, but are we really getting market share growth? Are we really expanding our businesses? Are we expanding our marketplaces? Are we filling up the funnel of more business opportunities? Or are we just getting comfortable that, hey, revenue's up, it's above budget, but we didn't do any more work. We've got the same X number of temps out there, paying the same X number of hours out there, and wages will go from $12 to $15. Well, that's a nice, 20% or so, 25% rate increase, and our revenue went up accordingly, but we're not making any movement in terms of growing our business.
You're getting the real data and then getting it to the leaders of your different business units.
Yeah, so that's been the challenge is that we've been getting that data, taking it to the leaders of our independently operating companies and and even drilling it down more by their branches or their brand. In our world, we have branches in some locations and brands in others. And getting that down to them to have them focus on what are you really doing? Because real growth is market share growth. It's talent, it's securing more talent that you're paying, it's securing more hours that you're paying, and what are we doing, and are we focusing on that, or are we getting lost at the very top line that, well, revenue's great, it's X percent higher than last year, it's X percent above budget, but we're not paying anybody more. So that's really been the core focus and the core challenge to our team is to focus on that.
The big difference between an operational leader and a strategic leader is a strategic leader knows how to ask those questions and deliver that data to their leaders within their organization. Matt, being a strategic leader, what's one piece of wisdom you can share with us?
Well, I think you always got to be thinking about other situations in your business that are at the root cause of driving something that's not working right. It's easy to focus on the successes. What are the things that are potentially the kind of the albatrosses in the bushes that could jump out and get you? And being aware of that and being prepared for that. And so basically, it's always thinking outside the box of what are the different things. It's cool to recognize what you're doing good at, and it's very, very helpful to pat yourself on the back for that. But always thinking about what's the next step and what are the next things that you're not doing good at that could inhibit and hurt your business down the road.
Good stuff. Matt Lyon, Corporate Development Director and CFO of Talent Launch. Matt, thank you.
My pleasure, Tom. Great being with you.
Thank you.